Yo, what's good? What's good, everybody? I need y'all to hit that link in my bio right now. I need everybody to hit that link in my bio right. What's popping, y'all? I'm going live right now, Graham. Hit the link in my bio. It'll bring you to my YouTube page. What is good? What is good, y'all? Sorry I didn't have the audio on. I was just doing a little quick promo on. We're all good now. I was doing a quick promo. I was doing a quick promo on the gram. What is good, everybody? Y'all, chill out. The volume was out for like 2 seconds. So, guys, we got to talk about some shit. What up? Scotty P. What up, Power Move? We got some shit. I got some good ass runs. I'm about to twist up. We got some shit to go over tonight. I got a live episode for you guys. Yeah, some bomb ass shit. Y'all know I smoke. I smoke better than I smoke best out of all the bloggers. I smoke the best out of all these bloggers. That's some Zuzu right there. You heard? That's some Zuzu right there. You heard? All right, let me know what y'all is smoking on tonight. Let me know what city you're tapping in from. Excuse me on the no audio. I was just doing a little promo on the gram. Didn't want audio to, flip in if some music played or something like that. That should be annoying. Takes away from the stream. So guys, we got to talk about it. It's a big topic. That I want to go over. 50 said, but I knew what was going to happen to people that came behind Dre. You remember Diddy beats, you remember Gaga beats, Justin Bieber beats. What happened? 50 asked. What happened? Fifth, I'm sorry, but we don't remember those. We don't, 50. This is what is up with this about you, 50? Please stop trying to spin it on other people. Is Dre's people? Diddy is Dre's op, technically. Diddy is technically Dre's op. So what are you even talking about? Now, I heard this clip of 50. I actually watched it live. You know what I mean? I saw it live when it actually took place. 50 says I should have let him get punched in the head in the club, where the award show was going on. I should have let him get punched in the head. You kidding me? Well, I mean, there's a whole lot of should-haves that should have come out of that. 50 says I should have let him get punched in the head in the club. Interesting. This is interesting because I've actually discussed this before. And people called me anti-G-Unit. Why are you hating on 50, Mikey T? Some will say it now, but I'm not worried about a label. Now listen, if you got a whole dance floor, now I'm just saying, guys, if there is a huge dance floor, and let's just say there's 5 people in the club, and this is a club that could actually hold 2,000 people, maximum capacity 2,000 people, and there's 5 people in there and a DJ. The DJ is doing his thing. He's spinning music, you know, and it's like, why would you come and dance next to me? You're probably wondering, like, what does this have to do with anything? What does this have to do anything, Mikey T? That's exactly what 50 Cent did. When he saw Dre make the headphones, he didn't know shit about it, but he wanted to do it. Let me go step on his toes right now and dance next to him. Why? Look at all the room that you have, 50. Get away from me. Go do your own thing, 50. But this isn't the first time 50 did this, you guys. How would you feel? You know what I mean? How would you feel? I got these banging ass Dr. Dre headphones. Now you want to make headphones? Okay, that makes you my competitor. You're 50 Cent. You can do mad other shit. Do G Unit clothing. Oh, you did. It failed. Go do vitamin water. Oh, right. You did that too, but you sold it to Coca-Cola like a dumbass. Then you saw you saw who? You saw who doing what? Right. You saw Diddy, the same person that you slick talk. You saw Diddy making some Ciroc, booze, alcohol, mind you. You came from vitamin water. Why did you make such a drastic change from healthy to alcohol? Why did you make such a drastic change from healthy to alcohol? You got drunk driving, kidneys, liver issues. Why go from healthy to unhealthy? What a drastic change. I know why. Because Diddy is doing it. Look how good Ciroc is doing. I can be just like Diddy. You know, just because Dre is successful at something, it doesn't mean you will be. Effing is no Ciroc. You know what I mean? The guy's trying to compete with Diddy for years. And, you know, I'm just sorry to burst your bubble, but nobody walks into a club and asks for Branson Cognac. Where is the Ciroc? Where is the Kettle One? Oh, y'all got the Douce in here? Nobody is asking for no Branson. Sorry to burst your bubble. You know what I mean? Call me anti whatever. You know what I'm saying? Call me anti whatever, man. But I'm just being real. If they hear about the Douce in there, they're taking that shit over the Branson any day of the week. 1 second. Let me get this video situated so everybody coming in can actually get a link to the video that I'm doing right now. Appreciate everybody for tapping in tonight. Definitely appreciate y'all for tapping in tonight. Hit that like button, share this video one time. Make sure you hit the chat. Let me know. Let me know what you're up to tonight. All right, perfect. Now we actually got some motion there as far as the social media goes. Let me see what's popping here. Okay, here we go. Here we go. I ask all the you ask all the time for effing. What is your favorite effing? Let me know what is your favorite effing vodka. I'm gonna have to say they got a couple different cool ones. I won't lie. effing bottle looks kind of like the Ciroc bottle. Anyways, back to the story. Back to the story. Nobody is asking for no Branson. Sorry to burst your bubble. Call me anti whatever, guys. You want effin or what is it? DJEFN vodka? You named it after the DJ from Nori's podcast. Effin. DJ, EFN. You know what? I'm so effing mad right now. I could just punch someone. Effin. What? That name sounds silly. If I'm such a hater, why did you get so mad when French Montana was heating up these streets in New York like you used to do, 50? Talking about I ain't worried about nothing. Talking about, you know what I'm saying? Talking about I ain't worried about nothing. And then Diddy said, "Hey French, we need to make a French vanilla Ciroc. Are you down, French?" Appreciate y'all. What's good? I'm such a hater though, right? Why'd you get so mad when French Montana was heating up these streets? Right. Exactly. 50 French and Diddy got down together, made French vanilla. French was like, "Yeah, I'm down. French vanilla? That's my name. Of course I can do French vanilla." It was a no-brainer. Conclusion, French and Diddy got money together. You didn't do that though. You know what I mean? 50. You didn't go up to Dre and ask him to do a collab. Get something light, you know what I mean? A little 10% or whatever. The dance floor is big. 50 doesn't want to be dancing up under Dre, so we can go do something limited, only available for a certain amount of time, possibly. But nah, you didn't do that. Dre probably would have respected that. He would have given you a line. He would have given Eminem a line, Snoop a line. Dre would have figured it out if you approached him in a different way, but you didn't. You thought SMS audio was it. First of all, you're a rapper, 50. Dre makes beats for a living. Do you know how many headphones he's ran through? Do you know how many headphones have been on his head? Thousands, my friend. He is a perfectionist. He listens for every crackle in the background. He's a perfectionist. When he makes these beats, you don't know anything about, you know what I mean? You don't know anything about the tech that goes behind it, which is why SMS audio was a failure from the launch because your direct competitor is Dre, who is a legendary producer. So, off the rip, you pretty much screwed yourself. You should really just stick to what you know. You shouldn't do things because other people are doing them. You know what I mean? It's not one of them anything you can do, I can do better type of situations because you you showed it with the movies that you made. You went and grabbed Nicolas Cage for a movie. You went and grabbed Forrest Whitaker for a movie. You went and grabbed John Cusack, all these different mainstream actors, and you put them in movies that really were a little subpar. So you should really stick to what you know. You know, just because Diddy has liquor doesn't mean you should do it. Just because Dre has headphones doesn't mean that you should. You didn't approach it correctly, maybe. And, maybe if you did, Dre would have been cool with it. And another thing, another thing. Dre Dre doesn't give a fuck if you performed at the Super Bowl. Let's be real. Let's be real about that. Dre does not give a fuck. He wouldn't have given a shit if you didn't perform at the Super Bowl. You know, you think Dre didn't feel the tension? Do you think he's stupid? What up? What up? What up? What up, Josh? What's popping with you, man? My man CM Brock said, I don't really drink, but when I do, it's that Ciroc. Yeah, man. Ciroc is cool, man. Ciroc is cool. A lot of people will really not like a lot of people actually don't like the straight Ciroc. They be like, damn, this shit tastes like rubbing alcohol. Just being real. Just being real about it. A lot of people say that shit about it. And the only Ciroc I really don't do is the coconut Ciroc. Just because I did some shit when I was younger that really just screwed me up whenever it comes to drinking any type of coconut flavored drink. When I was younger, I got this Yoo-Hoo from a store, and I thought it was like a new packaging. Like I was like, it was like $1.25 or something like that. And I ran into the store. I was like a little kid, and I'm like, oh shit, this Yoo-Hoo's got some dope packaging. It was like looked like none of the other Yoo-Hoos I ever got. So I took it out. I ran out to the car. I think probably my dad drove away. I opened it. I drank it, and it was freaking coconut flavored Yoo-Hoo. And ever since then, I just been ruined on that type of shit. Ever since then, I just been ruined on that type of shit, man. I will never, I will never touch it again since then. Not even like coconut shrimp or anything. I'm like, yo, you got the fried shrimp? It's not coconut though, right? All right, cool. All right, yo, so let me get back to it. Excuse me on that little segue. Excuse me on that little segue. You should really stick to what you know. I really just don't think that 50 approached this correctly. Maybe if you did, Dre would have been cool with it. You know what I mean? Find something else to do. What if Dre makes Dre Timberland boots? Guess who's coming next week with the 50 Cent Timberland boots? Find your own lane. It doesn't have to be like that all the time. What the fuck? Someone else, it doesn't always have to be what someone else is doing. But like I was saying about the Super Bowl, the only reason you were there is because of Eminem. Imagine M started a headphone collection. You know how Dre, you know what I mean? You know how Dre would have looked at him? You know how Dre would have looked at him too? M Emma started Shady Clothing. He found his little lane. The clothes were kind of bummy, but all the stands bought it. It kind of worked. Dre was happy. It's not like I got Chronic t-shirts. He got a lane. Fuck it. But imagine how Dre would have looked at Eminem if he came out with the M phones. Can I breathe? You know the Jay-Z, Can I Live? I'm asking you in my best Jay-Z voice, 50, can I live? But it's like, of course, Interscope. Interscope totally blocked 50 from promoting SMS audio. 50 totally got blocked from promoting SMS audio in a lot of different ways. Even in a music video, they actually blurred it out in a music video that he did with Eminem. There we go. What's cracking, man? What's cracking, All Star? Appreciate you tapping in, brother. What's happening with you, guy? Appreciate you, G's. What's popping, everybody? You know, we got the epic stories on the channel tonight. That's what's up. Ice cream sherbet. That's what's up. Ciroc is terrible before we move on. Okay. 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 Do your thing, bro. Do your thing. So I just want to say, of course, Interscope shut down SMS, as they should. Direct competition. They're smart. They know what they need. They know what they need you. You know what I mean? You need to pay. You need to pay for this marketing. Why should we do this for you? This is your own. SMS audio is your own. It's not like it's a subdivision. You know what I mean? It's not like Dr. Dre has anything to do with SMS audio. You got to pay to play, Curtis. Blur that shit out. They blurred out the SMS audio hat that 50 Cent thought he was going to sneak into the video with Eminem and Adam Levine. You know what I'm saying? He thought he was going to sneak that shit into the video and they blurred it out. You know what I mean? You got to pay to play, Curtis. Blur that shit out. Put 18 pixels on it. Tell the videographer this doesn't get released like this. This will not be released like this. This will not be released. Excuse me, let me break this Dutch. Let me break this Dutch real quick. So they blurred out the hat. They blurred out the hat. This is a business. This is a business. 50, he can pay the Source magazine or something. He can pay the Source magazine for marketing. We're not doing this over here. We're selling our product for $1 billion to like Steve Jobs or some shit. We're not going to let 50 Cent get up in that. The DJ is not even playing your music anymore. You're not your music, but music in general. DJ's not even playing music anymore. 50's still dancing. The party is over, man. Go home. And there is really no polite way to tell 50 to get lost. He can say that to anyone. You know what I mean? He can say shit to anybody, though. Ja Rule, Cameron. He will run his mouth till the end of the day. Dre doesn't feel comfortable telling him this because it's like, why should I even have to tell you this? Why do I have to tell you this? You should have common sense. You look at Snoop Dogg, he has slippers, doggy shoes. Do a little thing with Snoop Dogg where you can have 50 slippers. You get a little cut, go figure something out. You know what I mean? You know all these people that are literally household names, household brands. Figure out a joint venture. Don't think you're going to outshine them. You know how many people are biting their nails waiting on detox? You know how many people are biting their nails, literally waiting on that? The guy hasn't released music in forever. How long has it been since someone, you know what I mean? How long has it been since someone even asked about Street King Immortal? But I will give it to you. People are asking about Power, BMF, El Chapo. I'm really glad that you actually reinvented yourself. You figured it out. You know what I mean? Oh, damn. I do not put no grabba in my Dutch. Nope, I don't put no grabba in my Dutch. I just do straight weed. I don't be putting no grabba in my Dutch. That'd be crazy. Exhibit's one of my favorite rappers, man. But then when he went and did he went and did the show and kind of stopped focusing on the rap because I thought he was about to be out of here with the Up in Smoke tour. That was Dre, Snoop, X and M, Ice Cube. Ice Cube is on that too, right? It's been a minute since I watched that DVD. Yeah, that's more shit that I want to hear too. Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg working together. Snoop Dogg was just out. You know what I mean? Because Dre was out, then Snoop found his way out not too long later. Suge kept a lot of his music. Let me get some of this good gas twisted up though. Before I get back into this shit. How long has it been since someone asked about Street King Immortal? But like I said, I got to give it to Fifth because he's got the people talking about Power, BMF, El Chapo. And I'm glad that 50 Cent reinvented himself. You figured it out. Get rich or die trying. That wouldn't happen to be inspired by a movie called 8 Mile. That wouldn't happen to be inspired by a small movie. Not many have seen it. I mean, it only won an Oscar. Shit, watch the movies. They were shot pretty similar. Those two movies were eerily similar, but fans will say, Mikey T, you're reaching. 8 Mile was actually released November 22, 2002. Very interesting. I could get into that on a later episode, though. 50 said, what happened? And every one of the artists that you name actually more than likely did lucrative deals with Beats by Dre to endorse the brand, much like Vitamin Water, you know, and it tried to do with you. You know what I mean? Honestly, Honestly, this is what happened. Beats by Dre, excuse me, this is my note, not 50's note. Beats by Dre endorsed artists. 50's like, oh, what happened to Justin Bieber? What happened to the Lady Gaga ones? They endorsed them just like vitamin water, just like Puff Daddy did with Sean John back in the day, or what he does more recently with Ciroc vodka. Sometimes Diddy will actually have artists rep the brand to promote it further. You could have got a bag doing that instead of trying to get $1 billion. Who Kid said, but people are confused because 50 said, I didn't want to be one of those. You see, I'm saying they got phased out immediately after and just stuck to the core brand. They went back to the core brand and kept the whole brand cool, but they used those people to put the cool on it. Yeah, that's exactly what an endorsement is for. That's exactly what an endorsement is for. You get the brand reinvigorated based on that endorsement and you stick with the core product. Who Kid said, but people are confused because your background, when you come out with a product, you're going at somebody, it is beef. I want to ask a question. I want to ask a question to everybody in here. Y'all can answer me. You don't have to. You can just watch, take notes for creating your own YouTube channel, whatever the fuck you guys do in my live videos. What products did you come out with, 50? Effing vodka, the idea you got from Diddy. SMS, the Dr. Dre idea. G Unit clothing. You know, I'm going to point this out. The S. Carter and the G Unit sneakers look identical. What product is Who Kid talking about? Maybe the fact that you released albums that were based on releasing disc records every time. Your audiobooks, by the way. Let's talk about the audiobooks. Guess, I'm not Soulja Boy, but guess who did it first? Guess who did it first? Prodigy. So everything that you did, someone did it before you. You're just mad that you couldn't master it and perfect it. You know what I mean? The reason you're so good at TV shows is because it was original. You based it on your life. It was genius. But people kind of got the concept of what power was based on you. You know, you played yourself. You were Kanan in the movie. I don't gotta, you know, I don't want to really start, but I want to give props to James St. Patrick, and I'm going to give you props as well, 50. You let him be the lead. I don't want to play ghost. It's good that you took the back seat. But what other products are we talking about? Was it the sneakers, the effing vodka? I don't know what the hell the name of it means. What else? SMS audio, you got sued, ran into beef with Dre over it. Sorry, pal. Nobody blackballed you in Interscope Records as far as them not wanting to promote your headphones. You gotta pay to play, Curtis. You gotta pay to play. What other products? Somebody please, I'm waiting. I got things to do. What other products? So 50 said, yeah, they think it's a beef all the time. I really don't care. You know what I'm saying? Usually that's what people do. They use a tactic to get famous and then they just magically don't give a fuck anymore. Kind of like Soulja Boy, how he named all of his albums after 50 Cent in the Club and Britney Spears, Oops, I Did It Again or something like that. Oh, I don't care that I did that. Well, you fucked up my party, dog, when I was trying to find In the Club on LimeWire or whatever. And you done got a bunch of chicks turned ratchet. You know what I mean? doing the Superman and that hoe and all that when they just wanted to find some Britney Spears or some Michelle Branch or something. But anyways, 50 said, yeah, they think it's beef all the time. I really don't care. You know what I'm saying? I really don't care about that. If it compromises our relationship, then it really wasn't a relationship. The way I feel about it, and maybe I should have let him get punched in the head at the award show. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel about it. I think when you get ready to go into these different things, Russell Simmons didn't tell me I couldn't sell urban clothing after Fat Farm. Following that, you've seen Rockaware, Sean John, G Unit. And you know I'm going to go in on this, man, because first of all, he's just saying, oh, you're saying you don't really care. You know, and then you're following it with a hostile statement. It wasn't a relationship. The way I feel about it, and maybe I should have let him get punched in the head. Maybe I should have let him get punched in the head at the award show. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel about it, is what 50 said. You know, first of all, you're saying you really don't care with a hostile statement. First of all, you do care. And you know it tainted the relationship. Because if it didn't, then why would you say, I should have let him get punched in the head? Why isn't that your friend still? You stole his idea. It wasn't the other way around. What reason does he have to be mad? What reason do you even have to be mad at him? Even though he is not that pissed off, he has every right to feel the way that he wants to feel. What if I called my album Chronic 2002? Wouldn't that be funny? What? Why? No. Go do you. Like, what are you even talking about? What if I called my movie instead of Get Rich or Die Trying? Maybe I should have called it 9 Mile. You get it? How Eminem has 8 Mile? I could be 9 Mile. Imagine how Eminem would have felt. Think about it. Other people's feelings. You know what I mean? Think about other people's feelings, but you don't. You literally don't care. Why? Because you're rich and you're powerful. You're like, I don't give a fuck about other people's feelings. I'm gangsta. If they try something, I'm going to run down on them. You know, and Suge Knight, we're going to talk about Suge Knight actually wanting to talk to Young Buck at that event. Suge Knight actually wanted to holler at Young Buck at that event, which I found kind of interesting. I also found that kind of interesting when at this event, he actually wanted to talk to him and shit. So that was kind of crazy. So I want to go over that a little bit because I don't know. Personally, I wouldn't go and talk to Suge Knight if I was signed to Dr. Dre and G Unit. If I was with Dr. Dre and G Unit, then I just, you know what I mean? I just honestly would roll with my clique. It was kind of strange to me that Young Buck would do it, but Suge Knight wanted to talk to Young Buck, and it's really not like he had a choice. He beckoned Young Buck over, maybe even just an eye, you know, whatever the fuck that means, you know what I mean? But that means you gotta go. When you get that head nod and you was told to come over, he's like, I'm trying to talk to you. And let me guess, you're gonna say no to Suge Knight when he's gonna send his goons there to carry you over if you do that? They're gonna drag you literally from aisle 5 to aisle 9 or wherever the fuck he is sitting, and he's gonna say, I want to talk to you. You can't just say no, I don't want to talk to you. So Buck kind of had no choice. If Suge Knight wants to talk to you, guess what? We're going to have a talk. That's what you call a shot caller. Do you think Suge Knight would have been running outside of that show to a Dodge Charger like Whack 100? That's the difference between a shot caller and a Doja. You can't ever compare the two. Never in your life. Never in your life. And as far as the punching goes, nobody can protect you from Suge Knight. I respect, you know what I mean? That, you know what I mean? I respect that because it's true. Nobody can protect you from Suge Knight. Now, can people try their best to prevent it? That's a different story. Sure, they can try their best to prevent that, but that's like saying there's a hurricane coming and Home Depot ran out of the triple ply woods to board my house up. But it has the regular joints that can withstand the tropical storm. My point is, Suge Knight is a hurricane. 50 Cent could not have prevented anything. 50 Cent could have not I should have let that happen. There were more people than just 50 Cent there. At the point in time, Aftermath and Shady Records are bigger labels than G Unit, anyways. Maybe, I mean, it's 2005. 50 Cent had already put together his huge ass group with Mobb Deep, MOP, Olivia, and all that. Dre always had people signed to the label. 50 was signed to Eminem's label. So it's not like anybody was really just going to run out and not do anything for Dr. Dre. Young Buck, he put himself on the line for Dr. Dre, you guys, and actually he didn't get too much reciprocation from it. You know, a lot of people after that really thought that Young Buck would have been taken care of. A lot of people thought that Young Buck would have gotten a lot of love from Dr. Dre, but they didn't really even do that much work together after that, you guys. You know, Eminem did production on Buck the World album, but just to touch on that a little bit, and I don't want to get too far into it, but Dr. Dre kind of pulled back from doing all the G Unit projects once the beef with the game and 50 Cent really got underway. It's like, why waste my time? It's turning into an environment that I'm all too familiar with. Dre doesn't have time for that knucklehead shit, you guys. Like back in the day when he was DJing and shit, and he was always arguing and getting yelled at and people telling him what to do. And then when it was Death Row and it was almost perfect, but then Suge Knight turned it into something it really shouldn't have been. You know what I mean? And then when Eminem and him signed 50, you know what I mean? When Eminem and him signed 50, and then they brought Game into the equation, and then it turned into beef. So I really respect what Dre did after that. Eminem always used it as a way. Eminem always used it as a way to actually step back. Eminem used bringing 50 Cent and G Unit in the game as a way to step back and just let them take the reins. But yeah, man. Let's see right here. Appreciate y'all for tapping in on the live stream tonight, man. I hope everybody enjoys this on replay. Peace.